If I may start and follow up on the gentlelady from New York's question. We started asking about countries and non-cooperation, or countries where these folks are coming from. Like, can you tell us, like, what's the leading country?
In terms of the overall number of folks that are on the final
yeah,
removal order,
yeah.
it would be Cuba. Cuba or China, excuse me, China I think is number one.
And, well, we just established relations with Cuba, and we've had relations with China. And can you provide the committee with some numbers?
Certainly.
Do you have them?
There are roughly, I think, about 39,000 individuals from China. Looks like Cuba's around 36,000.
Wow.
So what I will importantly note that both from China and Cuba, as the Assistant Secretary said, we have raised the issue with Cuba first and foremost, and folks are doing it as we speak, and with China.
Because that just opened up, and I would think it would be one of the top diplomatic issues that we would raise. Is that right, Ambassador?
It is a subject.
But they have not, have they acquiesced in any way?
Their response has been that they want to reopen the broader issue of immigration rules of travel between Cuba and the United States.
But there's no progress then?
Not yet.
And, okay, you also said, Ambassador, while we're on you, that you hadn't gotten any indication from DHS to move forward, and that's what you were waiting on this visa, on moving forward with some of the visa restrictions?
The specific question was, why hadn't we imposed a sanction?
And you said because you had...
The technical, the legal answer
Yeah.
is because we didn't get that. But again, it's so important to stress that we work very, very closely with DHS
But
on this
obviously,
issue.
you're not doing anything because they didn't ask or tell you to do anything, did they?
We're not imposing visa sanctions for that reason. But we are doing
again, the
lots of
reason
things.
is, you said, I thought you testified, Mr. Jordan asked the question, that you had not been directed, so you were waiting to hear from DHS.
It is correct to say that
Okay.
we have not received that notification, but not correct
the committee
to
and
say that
members,
we-
and this appears to have some bipartisan appeal, we could send a letter from the committee asking DHS to get the word to Ambassador Bond and state to take action here. Maybe that would help. Sometimes we don't have to legislate, although that's another question that I have further on, is any gaps in legislation to allow you to proceed. Let me go back for a minute here. About half the people here, I guess, were here illegally, came in illegally, totally illegally, and then about half, I guess, came in and overstayed a visa, student permit, or work permit. I guess that's about right, Mr. Ragsdale.
It would be a blended set.
But the President's executive order or directive on amnesty, that affected about half of the population, I think. And of that, well, one of your responsibilities, whether they're part of that population or other population, is to remove criminal illegals, right?
Once a removal order is final and we're able to execute it, we request a travel document.
But you remove them. And what's interesting, from our last hearing, we found 2013, these are domestic, not at the border, removals. You had 110,000, 2013. 2014, 86, I'll give you credit for, you're close to 87,000. In 2015, you're down to 63,000. We keep seeing a reduced number in those that you are actually removing. Those figures are correct?
I think, as you've known from your last hearing, the complexity in arresting, locating, and removing folks in the interior of the United States is a challenge, and the numbers have fallen, yes.
Not quite half, but in several years. But we're going forward. And then finally, just about out of time, any legislative tools? There was this executive directive, And then there was and for a while, you all said, and a lot of people said they didn't know what they could do or couldn't do because of the status. And then you had this court case that said they had to be released within 180 days. Then you had the reversal of the Obama decision. Where are you now in your ability to remove criminal illegals?
Again, we still need final orders of removal and travel documents, so that doesn't change. I think, as everyone has said, a comprehensive reform could fix a lot of challenges.
Thank you.